Lights, camera, action. Some people thought I quit and I ain't giving satisfaction. From a different era, writing rhymes up on napkins. What you had to say was more important, man, than trapping. Yeah, I'm talking back and speaking of contemporary. Gotta spit the truth.
What's good, family, and welcome to another episode of Jimmy Bond's Podcast right here on WPEB Radio, 88.1 FM, 95.1 FM, West Philadelphia. What's good, family? What's good? What's good? What's good? We are back. We are back. We are back. Top Money, how you feeling today, boy?
All good in the neighborhood, JB. Live from the 215.
Live from the 215. You know how we do. Remember, family, you call us with your comments and your questions at 215-472-0881. Again, that's 215-472-0881. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, it's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Also, family, remember you can follow us on Instagram at Jimmy Bond's Podcast, on Twitter at Podcast Bonds, and make sure you join the Jimmy Bond Podcast Facebook group. Let's continue to open the dialogue. Moving right along, family. Ty.
JB.
Ty.
JB.
Ty.
JB.
We got some people. We got some lovely young women in the building tonight, Ty, and I am excited to have them here.
Yeah.
Family, tonight we are lucky to be joined by a group right here in Philly. But you know, for all of our guests, we got to give them an intro, right, Ty? We got to give them an intro, all right? Verbosity is a music group based out of Philly. They uniquely fuse rapping and singing into a musical collage of intellectual lyrics with an urban twist. These graduates of Bach High School in South Philly came together for a common good in music. Their music subject matter focuses on concepts that impact their community, their public, and in a positive manner. They have donated performance times and countless volunteer hours for a number of causes throughout our community, throughout our city, performing and touring at local high schools, local schools, and universities to promote nonviolence and positive motivation. They have been blessed to hit the stage at some of the craziest venues here in the city, such as World Cafe Live. They're shaking like, yeah, we already done that. I seen it, I seen it. But they also are here to promote their new project, Overthinking, which I know is going to be a banger. Anyway, they've been co-signed by some artists in the industry such as Trina, Freeway, and DJ Diamond Cuts, and they've also been able to open the stage for Salt and Pepper. I have to my right, Breezy Lachey. I have to my left, Naiman, and I have over here directly in front of me, Mackie Monet. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Verbosity. Hey. What's up, ladies?
Hi.
Look, like they're so quiet. They're like, yo, what is he talking about? Now, this stuff all y'all did. This is what you have done. Like your careers, how you just gone about it. Now, I noticed that you guys like actually started a little while ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it wasn't like recent. You know, sometimes you get the recent things. Like we just started. Like, nah, y'all have built, I guess, a rapport with each other, not just within music, but through your lives, your livelihoods. I read somewhere that y'all kind of grew up as sisters.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's a major aspect of having any kind of group. You have to feel like family.
Definitely.
Because if you don't feel like family, Lord
Jesus,
you working with strangers, right? Pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ty, before I jump on anything, man, what's up? I know you got a question for him. I know you got something for him.
Yes, ladies. The name itself, Verbosity, does it have a meaning?
It does. It does have a meaning. Verbosity is an actual word. So verbosity means to use more words than necessary, like when speaking. So we use it as like a freedom of speech and just being lyricists. You know, we're able to say what we want, how we want to say it.
Yes, in a positive light, though.
You said the positive light?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, one thing I notice is, like, I listen to your music and I feel like y'all about to cuss. Like, I'm like, yo, I feel like they about to just throw all the cuss words at me, and there are none.
Yeah.
And that's a sign of a very good artist, because they use their verbiage, they use their cadence, they use their intellect to get their point across.
Thank you.
I don't know if many people can peep that. A lot of times, you know, you hear some of the generic music and it's very watered down, no substance. And something that I just can't put you ladies in that category, because
thank you.
I mean, the substance is there. We're going to play some of y'all music later too, because I definitely want the people to hear it. But I mean, y'all are, First of all, I'm gonna just say this to start the show. All right, Ty? I'm gonna just say this. All right. So me and Ty are artists. We worked with and interviewed a number of artists over the years. All right. And to watch what y'all do, and to sit back and see y'all kill it as vicious as y'all do. I seen the I-95.
Oh man.
I seen the videos. I seen y'all go off. All right?
Right.
So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, let me just be real nice. No. Y'all are killing it.
Thank you.
When it comes to bars, and you see I rap in the beginning, when it comes to bars,
Right.
I love bars. I'm probably the bar man. That's what I say, because I love people who can take lyrics and have them mean something.
Right.
But also not just have it mean something, but have it come across in a manner where you're like, yo, I can appreciate that and I can relate to it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So for me, just listening to your music, I'm like, oh man, I'm like, I gotta get back on my page. You know what I mean? I gotta go back to work because that's just the way I feel. What you say, Ty?
I heard pop and started doing push-ups.
Listen, bro. Let me go get it, right? You know what I'm saying? And but even the imagery of it all too. You know what I mean? How a lot of times, and I don't even want to focus on this because it's something a lot of times people focus on. You ladies are different. Different in the sense of it. You know, everybody can say, well, I'm just different. I'm different. Like, no, you're different. You stand out. You don't blend in. And I noticed that just from your individuality and as well as your collective. I saw that you just had a thing about you, from your presence on the stage, from just the way you hold the mic, the choreographing, the dancing. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, I'm a performer. I've been performing since I was 6.
Right.
Okay? So you got to go through some boot camps to get to a certain place.
Sure.
You know, you got to go through trading bars with your sister.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to go through, like, you need to change that bar. I like it, but it ain't what I'm used to hearing
Talk
from it.
about
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I right? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
So for y'all to have your music elevate, you have to elevate each other.
Yeah. Right.
And I mean, within your family, you have to have that positive reinforcement, but also that, yo, hey, spit that differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know I asked a question yet, but I'm going on a tangent because
Yeah, you trying to make us blush.
I was gonna say I was gonna piggyback off of what you're saying, and I appreciate you for even saying that we're an inspiration to you, because that's what we like strive for, to even just be an inspiration, because they inspire me every day. Even when we're writing together, it's like, if she writes something hot and I think mine's hot and I hear hers, I'm like, oh no, I gotta go harder.
Listen, I've been in boot camps, I've been in groups. I know. I was in a trio, so I know what it's like to have to go. You know, you write your verse, you come to the pad,
I'm like, no, this ain't hot enough.
They looking at you like, nah, that ain't really cutting it. And you love your work, but they just like, nah, that ain't cutting it. So you go back to the drawing board. Like, I know.
Yeah. No, but we are definitely way too honest with each other about that. So yeah, that comes easy.
But that's what makes you who you are, though.
Yeah.
The fact that you are so honest, the fact that you are.
And it also helps us grow.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
We're all just trying to grow. We gotta grow together.
Yeah, no, you do. It helps you grow as a collective and individually as well. So it's always coming from love. It's not coming from a place of or strife, shall I say? All right. I love you, as you can see. I love what y'all do.
Right.
So let me get to this. Let's talk about the new EP, Overthinking.
Okay.
Let's talk about Overthinking.
Let's talk about it.
What was the goal when you created it?
We was overthinking, y'all.
Loving it.
Basically.
That's really what it is.
I feel like the overall goal really was to stop thinking and get it done. Like, let's get it out. We're so hard on ourselves. That's something that people don't know. Like, cause y'all see when we hit the stage, y'all see when we go to these shows, and y'all see the outcome, but y'all don't really see how we put it together. And how we put it together is so critical. Yeah. And we be in the studio and it's the same exact way. So we just had to stop. Had to stop. These people need music. So we put a whole collective
together.
Body of work.
And we feel like it's a reflection of us. So
yeah, no, it is. It really is. I mean, I haven't heard it yet. I can't wait till Friday.
October 6th.
Yeah, I mean, I know Pop is on there, but
that's just the start of
listen,
it.
that's why you get it popping like this. I mean, and I know we keep talking about Pop. We can play that later, but I'm always like taken back when I see something I haven't seen in a while, you know. And I can't relate you to any group that I've seen before. You know what I mean? You know, people be like, "Oh, you remind me of TLC."
Yeah.
You remind me. I know y'all heard that. Like,
I was about to say, we hear that all the
and I mean,
time.
that's love, right? That's love
It
to
is.
have that kind
That's
of
definitely a
admiration. Somebody
compliment,
who reflects on you, but at the same time, you're not TLC.
Yeah, right.
We
Right.
are. We are
And
Verbosity.
and it makes it to this thing where you do hold your own. You are original with what you do. You don't stray away from your own personalities.
Right, right.
And that was something I noticed for sure. Even just watching the different clips and videos, how each of your personalities came out in each like, this is my verse, this personality comes out. You know what I mean? So I get to know each one of you on a personal level when I'm watching these videos, right? But share the process of the creation. What was that like? Like, you were overthinking, obviously.
Yeah.
So what was the process of it like? How long were you overthinking?
How long?
Well, we have a long catalog of songs that's just like ready to go. Honestly, we could drop another EP tomorrow,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
after this one. No, seriously. But the creative process was fun. I mean, just being we was in the studio for literally hours.
Yeah. I feel like
Day and
each song has its own creative process. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think we have like a line up of what we go through per song, but each song is a different feeling. So
Yeah.
we put something different into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
What's your approach to writing?
a lot of the times we write separately. We've just tried like I'm gonna say like recently to, write together.
Yeah.
But either or, it always comes out as one. It's so
Yeah.
it's weird. It's kind of
One of us may come up with a concept. Oh, go ahead, Brie.
I was gonna say, and also on this project, we did a little freestyling. Like, that's something we weren't,
Used to.
used to. So,
But it was fun though. It was
Yeah, we did.
yeah, but it was
We
fun.
just went in the booth.
We
and
just
was
went in
like,
the
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm saying next, but let's just do this.
yep.
Hey, Pete, cut this.
How'd they come out?
Crazy.
Y'all gonna
It came out overthinking.
Yeah.
No, one of the songs did make the project, so
It didn't.
it did.
It did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, like, people don't understand what goes into a project, man. You got to make like more than what you see on the project.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
People think you make 6 songs and you're like, okay, I'm good, I'm cool.
But if it was up to
Yeah,
us, we would have all of them on
Yeah,
there.
and I know.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially
It
if
would be
you're
like a
talking about-
40-track album.
Yeah, it's like,
We hit him with a Chris Brown album.
For sure.
throw one of them throwback double discs.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, they always say less is more.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
At the same time, I can't wait for to hear all your music, especially this new project. All right. I thought the title was very attractive because I think we all overthink.
Yeah.
Even as artists, I know I'm an overthinker all day long.
Yeah.
It's not that I won't pull the trigger, but I'll pull the trigger 3 years later
Right.
when I should have pulled the trigger 2 years later.
Right,
2 years
right.
later, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess that being artists, we're sensitive to our music.
Yeah. Definitely.
We want everybody to receive it,
Yes.
but at the same time, we live with who doesn't,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And then you come up with the understanding of my music is not for everybody. You have to I guess live with that, even though you want your music to be shared with everybody.
That's the most important thing, I think. I feel like we just kind of got to live with, we have a set target audience and this is going to reach this amount of people and this is for potentially literally just for this group of people. So
Yeah.
once you live with that, I feel like that's when everything will just fall into place.
Have y'all, like, with this particular project, we talked about something, target audience, right? I think a lot of artists don't understand that.
Yeah.
I think they just make music and then don't think about who it's for.
Yeah.
I think that is part of what makes your music not just sell, but be exposed to where it's supposed to be.
Right.
Because if you know who you're selling to, you know what to give them.
Right.
You don't have to spoon feed them and be like, well, I know they're gonna like this. You give them who you are, but you feed them the things that you know they're gonna relate to.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, for me, looking at it from this perspective as an artist, like, do you wish that you had put something out sooner, or do you feel like, you know what, this is the perfect time?
That's a good question.
I feel like we can all answer that as individuals.
Like, I let it hit them conversations. Girl, you know we gotta put this out. I know, but
We go through that all the time.
I know, but we gotta do X, Y, Z. Like I'm saying, like
It's tricky. I feel like everything happens in its divine time. So maybe we didn't drop music prior. Well, we have singles that we released, but as in a whole project, we haven't dropped it prior. Maybe it wasn't that time for the project to be released. But we definitely wanted to.
yeah.
You know, we definitely had the urge to be like, let's just put it out because you know we have the music. You know what I mean? But we had to, like you say, visualize who our target audience is, really be strategic on what pieces that we're going to put to complete this puzzle, this EP, like which songs we're going to put on here that make sense together, and which, you know, it's like a lot of stuff that comes behind putting the EP out that people really don't know for real, but yeah, it was a process, and we fought ourselves on it, but we finally released it, Overthinking, so make sure y'all stay tuned October 6th.
We over it. We overthinking.
All right.
It's coming. It's coming. It's like so. Time about that. I can keep talking. No, I can't. Right? You know. But you know, there's a narrative about women in the industry, right? Just a basic narrative. I relate you to more of the lyrical female MCs and singers than what's out there right now. I don't want to go name it names, okay? I don't want like being like, well,
You're gonna be on the shade room.
Jimmy said, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't doing that. But when I hear your music, I get a whiff of the Lauryn Hills. I get a whiff of the Rod Diggers. I get a whiff of the MC Lights. I get a whiff of definitely TLC, but Left Eye, because Left Eye was only when I really rapped like that. You know, Ty asked me before y'all came, he said, yo, Jimmy, are there any girl groups?
I couldn't think of any.
I was like, nah. I know off the top of my head that I could be like, yeah, check it.
So y'all got it on lock.
Like,
It's
you know,
literally a lane wide open.
Yeah.
It's
Wide
like
open.
wide open. It's like there's
Like,
a big
hey,
door for y'all
Verbosity.
walk in. A big door. But it made me just think about how, in a lot of ways, you stuck to the roots of the music. Because I saw you guys do your 50th anniversary for hip hop. I saw you spit your bars and killing it. I saw it, all right? So the roots of it, sometimes they're not within the music that we listen to all the time. And now people be like, well, the music changing, that's antiquated, that's old. But the roots, the tradition is what is built for today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't know what was before you, how you gonna know what's gonna be coming now, right? So listening to everything, I'm always like I listen to female MCs. Some dudes don't.
Yeah.
I listen to them. I mean, I think Cardi B is a great rapper. I think Megan Thee Stallion is a great rapper. I mean, but what their content is not what I listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can see how a lot of women can relate to it. I'm saying more along the lines of there's a whole other genre of music or women that don't go that way. And I feel like you guys kind of had this whole thing where it's like it was a conscious effort to do it this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, we're gonna do it like this because it's not just who we are, but this is what we want to promote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And as young women, how has it been countering the narrative of what a female MC is or what they think it is?
So what we're basically, trying to do is we're changing that narrative. What we hear it a lot that we're like the breath of fresh air because it's so much mumble rap and like you said, like they're not trying to, but they're belittling themselves. They're wearing certain things that they don't want to wear. They're saying certain things they don't want to say. They're just completely just making, a look that we wouldn't want to go to, and we're not knocking those who are. Just like you said, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, they are amazing artists. We'll never knock the ones that are, but we're just coming with the breath of fresh air.
Yeah. It's definitely been a little difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been a difficult road. Definitely when we paving the lane, it's not really. Like y'all said, it's a lane for girl groups, but it's a whole nother thing trying to push a different agenda that's what's in the media already. You know what I mean?
Well, Brady told me y'all had offers.
Oh, definitely.
Brady told me y'all had offers. It's like,
It wasn't what we was looking for.
I'm just saying though, some people be like, I'm taking that offer.
Right.
Whatever you want me to do, I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But
Listen, what's
just to
going
be like, nah, I ain't doing that, you know?
Right.
Like, shoot.
what's for us is gonna be for us.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't think like that. Ty.
That's true. What have been some of y'all challenges as far as a group and being out there? Because y'all so unique and different from everybody else. Have there been like challenges for y'all as far as getting out there?
Well, like he said, that's definitely a challenge for
I was
us.
gonna say.
Our clothes, you know, the way we dress,
Yeah.
down to our lyrics, you know, things that we say sometimes they're not trying to hear the positive, you know,
Right.
way of saying something hot or fire. So I would definitely say that lyrics and what we were wearing.
And that's what stands out, y'all fashion. So y'all do your own fashion designer?
Yeah, or Mackie.
Yeah, Mackie's
Yeah.
a fashion influencer. Don't think I ain't peeped that. Don't think I'm talking. But I'm just saying, like, I done peeped it. I'm like, okay, so they all have their own individual styles. You know, and I went to all their individual Instagram pages because I wanted to see who these young women were. Like, okay, so who are they? What do they are? I got Nia over here spitting crazy. I'm looking at her Jones. She in the first one, she be spitting. I'm like, yeah, that's classic. She you know she work, right? She know that's what she do. I got Breezy over here posting videos with her man, I think.
I was about to say, I don't even know what
And she got this voice in the video, like just making it. I don't know what the world's going on with the voice, but she's sitting there talking about let's watch how we eat this food together. We trying to share this bottle of water. It was nutty. She was showing her personality, right? And then you got Mackie over here. I mean, every shot Mackie got, Mackie is tripped. I ain't tripped. Like, you see me? You know what I mean? Now you see me. So I can see your fashion sense. Like, you doing your thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before we go, I'm gonna ask y'all this quick question. We're gonna take a break after this. What is the best time to write?
When it just hits you.
I was about to say when
When it's
feel
rain-
it, you
I-
feel it.
I was about to say when it's raining.
rain is
I
definitely
love the
a
rain.
vibe.
Yeah, like just when it's raining and I'm like just in the house and I got my candle, I got my lights,
That's
you know,
the
going.
house.
I
Literally,
just,
she gets so
She had-
serious.
she's
I'm
such
so serious.
Like she
yes,
really.
I just yes.
I told you.
It hit me out of
I could
nowhere. I could be in the shower.
I could be in the supermarket and I see
It's
some
just pull
egg,
my
right?
phone up.
I definitely could write anywhere, but like the candle, the whole light, I gotta set it up.
You saw from Writer's Block?
Oh, of course.
yes.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
I love it. Because when I say I love it, I love everybody being like, yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Because everyone acts like they don't.
Oh
Like,
no.
come on, y'all playing.
Yes.
Like, quit playing.
What?
Okay.
You ain't got right.
They be like, oh,
What? We'll look at each other. Sometimes
One
we'll
day I
not
will
look at each
sit and
other.
look at my paper and just be
Or
like, I don't know
spark
what's
me
about to
up.
go on here, but
right.
we're gonna try. Like,
And I mean, and you know when you have it.
Yeah.
This ain't coming.
Yeah.
And it's-
Nothing.
But that's why it's good that we have each other, cause like I'll just look at one of them and be like, can somebody spark me up?
Literally.
No, it's true though. It's true because I mean, my little brother they just started killing me all of a sudden. And I hadn't done any. I mean, he followed me all around, done shows with me all over the city and everything. And recently, he just started coming out with stuff. And I'm like,
Okay.
I know it's crazy when you
Don't
make that
run.
face. When you
You're
make
right,
that face, I
Did
know
you-
it's
did
crazy.
you write that?
Yeah.
And he's sitting there just smiling and grinning. I'm like, hi, young boy, hold on, let me.
Yeah, let me get my pen. You
I
got
got you. Started sending me beats and everything. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what I needed in my life.
Right.
Like for me, writing has always been my therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been my go-to.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I don't want my music to sound depressing, but
Right.
it's the music that I make to get me through those times. Now, granted, some of the things I talk about, people can relate to because I talk about life, I talk about being a black man in this world, single dad kind of thing. You know what I mean? I focus on my reality, and I think sometimes there's two ways you can go. You either can give them reality, or you can take them out of reality. Right? And I feel like a lot of music takes them out of reality, and it doesn't. When you take them out of reality, they can escape for that little bit, but they're not really relating.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to relate to reality. That's just my view. That's how I feel. Maybe somebody feel different, but that's just how I feel. Right? Ty, what we got? We gonna rock that? We gonna rock it?
Yeah.
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 All right, look, man. I am excited about this. Family, we about to run popping. I really want you to. You heard me talking to these young men. But to hear them spit, okay, is a whole nother thing. So we about to hear popping, family. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna play popping. We'll come right back, have some more conversation. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm Tom, I'm just excited, bro. I'm just excited.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Well, what's up, fam? We gonna come right back. Remember, you call us with your comments and questions at 215-472-0881. Again, that's 215-472-0881. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Listen to the Jimmy Bonds Podcast right here on WPEB Radio, 88.1 FM, 95.1 FM, West Philadelphia.
They didn't really care when we was down, they come around cause we poppin'.
Double M. Got people think we close enough for me to owe them something. It took me multiple years to get closer to my mother. I came up from the mud, so blood, I be thinking whatever. And still I might just have a glass of ice to go with supper. Got a cousin that's a brother. Free my dog, can't even hug him. I tried to tell him that the streets don't really love him. Why they don't support the fire till you blazing? Now do that make sense? Was off a straighter roads and trust me, I've been in a maze since. And they've been amazed since. Looking at me sideways like it never made sense. Cause I'm not average. I grew up in the hood full of savages. Still I walk so Diddy, giving everyone my back to kiss. Salute.
They didn't really care when we was down, they come around cause we poppin'.
Hey yo, who they think they stabbing?
I'm living life now like it's golden, I'm chosen. We chose to grow out the concrete like a rose, and ain't no stopping us. They thought our dreams and aspirations would be kept down in the basement. God had better placement, music lacking greatness. I pray for this, I'm made for this. Wasn't no lane, we paid for this. You got a glass, come raise to this. We the future, cause we raising up the prince and princesses. Can show adults a few lessons, show them a few different methods like we the crazy. I ain't never get a call, but now they call. It's funny, I ain't seen them at a show, not one at all. They say I'm acting different, but I ain't worked this hard to be the girl y'all never mentioned. Bars like I'm in prison, flow like it's in my religion. Now y'all choose to listen cause the kids predicted this like intuition. Getting recognition and they screaming at us. Those little moments y'all miss matter now don't matter. Remember I ain't had the confidence to master, now I'm climbing up the ladder. They didn't really care when we was down, they come around cause we poppin'.
Hey yo, who they think they stabbing?
Hey, this is Michael from Abu Dhabi. Listen to Jimmy's Balls Podcast on Illadelphia Radio.
What's good, fam? Welcome back to Jimmy Bonds Podcast right here on WPEB Radio, 88.1 FM, 95.1 FM, West Philadelphia. Remember, you can call us with your comments and your questions at 215-472-0881. Again, it's 215-472-0881. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. And again, fam, we're interviewing the lovely ladies, Verbosity. They are here talking about their project, talking about their bars, their skills, what they learned, all that good stuff. But on this particular segment, fam, I want to talk, just, take a little segue, because they talk about, they are people, they're women within the community. They do a lot of volunteer work within the community. And I thought it was good to have them on, because for this segment, we're going to be talking about Every Voice, Every Vote, West Philly Voices, which is a project we're doing here at WPEB Radio 88.1 FM. And I wanted to talk about this because I have been trying to get a feel for the younger demographics' voting tendencies, right? Do we vote? Do we not vote? Do we not? Is it important? Is it not important? And I think over time, particularly over like the last decade, a lot of politicians have used artists as a way to garner more people to vote.
Yeah.
Jay-Z did it, Fat Joe did it. Just a way to get more people engaged, to be aware. So, with that being said, what are your views on voting? Do you vote? Do you not vote? Does it matter? Does it not matter to you?
I feel like it's extremely important, especially coming up in the communities that we come up in, Philly. I feel like if you want to see change, you gotta be the change. Like I feel like every vote counts, every voice counts. So I think it's extremely important.
Yeah, every voice, every vote. That's real. What was you gonna say, Michelle?
No, I didn't know exactly what she said. I think it's extremely important, and I think people, they're not educated enough to know that if they don't vote, that's still a vote. Like it still counts. Yeah. Like even if they're not, so it's definitely important. And I think a lot of younger people should be aware of it.
Yeah.
Maggie, what was you gonna say?
I agree completely. To piggyback off of what Breezy was saying, we aren't really educated on how important it is to vote and to have a voice. And I think that's when they get the musicians to step in, and they go to where we know, they go to where they know our attention is. Like, so they went to the music, and they went to Jay-Z and they said, help us promote voting. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to do it just based off us saying, oh, we need a new president. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever, election we aiming towards. Yeah, like anything. Like, they go to wherever our focus is, but I feel like we need to be educated. I feel like ignorance is like our biggest failure for
Yeah, I think so too. I think we don't I think we complain instead of being informed.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That might be sound really judgmental, but it's just from what I see.
Hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as young black women, right? Now you go to the ballot box. There's a bunch of names on there, right? But however, those names really are issues, right? So as young black women, what issues are on the ballot for you?
That's a good question.
Right. I was gonna
That's
say
a really good question.
Can I throw something out there?
Yeah.
They're talking about abortion.
Yeah.
Now, as women, I feel as though that y'all have a right to choose.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
How do y'all feel about that?
Exactly what you said.
I was going to say.
I feel like you, as women, we can choose what we want to do with our body. It's ours. How can a man tell a woman what to do with a woman's body? You've never been a woman before.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be like them telling us what to do with our bodies.
Right.
Like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go get a vasectomy. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
That's hard to say.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So it's always one of those things. I mean, what about education? Is education on the ballot for you? Would you say?
Barely.
You said barely.
Yeah, I mean, coming from where you said we just graduated, that's a big question. You know what I mean? They closed our school down.
Yeah.
So we were the last class.
Yeah.
A lot of schools at the time. I forget how many, it was about like 40 something. It was a lot of schools at the time. And now you ride around the city and you see that there are apartment buildings now.
Yeah.
Was that really, important enough for y'all to close down all the schools?
Right.
Why didn't? Literally bars on roof. It was just a bar on the top of Bach. Like,
And we weren't even
not
able to
knocking the bar,
graduate
but like
from our
just
school.
that's kind of insane to me. Like,
Now speak on it.
Let's close
Speak
down.
on it.
Let's close down a school and let's get them turned up. Let's get them lit instead. You know, it doesn't make sense at all.
Or let's make money. Like, it's like, I feel like most of it isn't, because they even turned it to shops, so you can go in there and you can take have rent it out and make videos, pictures, do photo shoots and stuff. So it's like,
I feel like they're failing the youth a little bit when it comes to education. Really, I'm being completely honest.
Did you go to college? Any of y'all go to college?
Yeah.
You went to school?
Some classes.
You went to
A little
classes?
bit.
But still, yeah.
You know what's on the ballot? Student loans.
Oh.
Like we all feel that one.
Yeah.
Tyler, I don't know about that, but I'm just saying that's on the ballot. We had a chance this year. People don't. I'm a news junkie, alright. So I'm gonna tell you straight. I'm a news junkie. I watch news, sun up, sun down. If I'm not working, I watch news.
really?
It's too depressing.
It's because I used to work at a newspaper, so I developed these habits of staying informed on these things, right?
Okay.
So recently, probably about 3-4 months ago, I'm saying about 6 months ago, Joe Biden was trying to get all of our student debt wiped out.
Right. Yeah.
Supreme Court said that it was illegal.
Of course.
So
It's not shocking.
no, it's not shocking, right? So the powers that be thought that us being debt free
Yeah.
was an issue.
Right.
And, they could just take that money and just write it off. You can
Right.
write that off. You don't have to keep those debts. But they do it to, and I'm not a conspiracy. I'm not one of people that's like, they're trying to hold us back. They do it, and this isn't just
They
black
need us
people.
in debt.
They need us in debt, right? This isn't just about us as a people.
not,
This is everybody.
Yeah.
This is all people. I mean, even they got white folks who have student debt,
Yeah.
who still have the same issues.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes we kind of do like this, but the issue is so much bigger than that.
And it's
And like I said, I know voting can be very dry. It can be a very dry thing, but I feel like, do you think that the youth or the younger vote or the younger voice is paid attention to? within the voting or political aspects?
I don't.
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say no.
I don't.
Because I mean, you're all adults. You're not kids.
Yeah, right.
You know, you have lives. You might have kids one day. You know what I mean? You might get married one day.
Yeah.
And I mean, it could be sometime 2 years, 3 years down the line. But it seems like some of the issues that the younger people face, the older generation don't care about.
They don't want to be heard. Well, they don't want us to be heard. I feel like the older generation, they don't give us a chance to let them know what's current and what we're going through now. Because times change every day. Like yesterday's price is not the same as today. So things that, you know, our peers may have went through, we're not going through that no more. We're going to do something differently or even more tragic. So I think it's important for the leaders to listen to us younger people and our ideas and what we have as far as with voting.
I mean, you're the next generation.
Yeah.
You know, you're the next generation. So if we don't start listening to your voice, what are we doing? Not only that, though, and I don't mean it to sound funny, but the older generation is dying off. It's more of the younger generation than there is of the older generation. But somehow we keep focusing on what the older generation wants. Right?
But that doesn't make sense because they're not going to be the ones that's here.
Yeah, exactly.
In the future, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So if anything, they should think about how it's going to be, how to make our lives.
Yeah,
I say, I'm really talking about.
I know what you're
y'all,
saying. Yeah.
But how to make our lives better
Better.
than what they've been.
Right.
The cost of going to school right now, average, $40,000 a year. Average. The cost of going to school when they were in school was $3,000.
What?
Wow.
What?
They don't have no student debt. That's why they say I can work. That's why they was like I could work I could work as a waitress and still go to school and pay my student debt off. Right? That's why they can say that. It has nothing to do with the reality of to get this degree I got to cough up $120,000. They coughed up 12. And we coughing up 120.
They coughed up 12 and asking more of us.
Yeah, asking more, but the cost of living is going high.
Oh my goodness.
Everything
If
is
you want
going
to buy
up.
a house, you're going to have to pay double what they paid for.
Everything.
And you want to buy a car, you're going to pay triple what they paid for it.
It's like crazy. It's like, how is the cost of living going up, but the minimum wage not?
It's not.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense. How do they expect us to live?
Here's a bar for you. They exploit the minimum wage.
They do.
Just like they exploit the minimum age.
Okay.
I told you I had bars.
Got a bomb, dropped the bomb.
That was hot.
Listen, so I'm just saying the time is now for everybody to start being more engaged in this.
Yeah.
Now, you know, they get you every 2 years, they get you vote. But the voting actually occurs afterwards, after November the 7th. After that day comes, that's when the real work happens. Because in order to make any change, I ain't talking about like everyone thinks changes, we got to go out and protest. I mean, we've been protesting for how long?
Okay.
Is that going to work?
No.
You know, is that going to work?
It hasn't been.
Speaking of protests, I got to ask you about this. All right. Now, some people might think this has nothing to do with voting, but crime has something to do with voting.
Yeah.
Crime in our city has something to do with voting, right? How do y'all individually feel about the recent riots?
I was about to say, no, we weren't down there, so don't make sense.
No, I know y'all.
I'm kidding. No.
It really upsets me. It does. I don't feel like they were. All right. Well, let me not say that. I'm gonna say a small percentage of people were out there protesting for what they felt was right.
Yeah.
The majority were out there to get free clothes, and y'all can talk about me all y'all want. Y'all can hit my Instagram. We can talk about it. But y'all were rioting because y'all wanted free stuff. But I didn't feel that was right for the person that actually died.
Yeah, his
You know what I mean? It's like y'all not thinking about the bigger issue. Y'all thinking about yourselves at the end of the day.
Selfish.
What they can get out of
That's
this
what it's
situation.
given.
Yeah.
That's what it's given. But it bothered me. It just makes me angry. And then it gets me tired. And I don't like feeling that way because I start looking at it like, all right, this is a lost cause. But I don't want to feel like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely being as though, you know, the situation that we're a group, we're trying to speak positive and to uplift y'all and to bring y'all out of these situations that y'all in, but y'all not even fighting for yourselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I feel.
Listen, you can be positive, but so much.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean like I can inspire you. I can speak positive. I can speak uplifting words to you. But the minute you start acting like a fool,
Yeah.
I don't think I can do that no more.
Like, you really gotta want to help yourself.
Yeah, no, you really do.
You have to.
You really do. I mean, it affects us because guess what? They start looking at all of us like that.
I was about to say that. It just makes us look disgusting. Like I just, I don't.
As a whole.
Yeah.
You know, so and even with that being said, so everyone thinks that voting has to do just with the mayor, you know, the DA, your local state rep. I mean, I think people don't even know what state rep is.
I was about to say, I think it's a lot. Most people only vote when it's like the presidency.
Yeah.
Everybody literally
nobody
just go for that.
But that's an issue.
I know
It's a big issue, but I feel like it's I can't blame the youth's ignorance on the youth.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it's like it's a big problem, but you know, it starts from like the education and like, you know, the parents and everything. Like, you know what I mean? It starts from there, and then you grow to be adults that really don't know about politics, and it's affecting you. But it's a cycle.
Yeah.
It's a huge cycle. So it's like, how do we break this cycle?
I always said you got to feed the beast, right? So if I was telling me and Ty had a guest on a couple weeks ago, and we were telling our guest this. Like, you know, we always down for a good time. We love to party. We gonna party all the time, right? So why couldn't we throw a voting party? Throw a big old voting party. Invite everybody out, register them up, and then we all just go vote. I don't care if we all get in the paddy wagons or the vans or the charts, whatever, and just go down to the polls, vote, and go back partying. Right? Now, I mean, of course, it's going to be more to it than just voting. But I mean, they start getting people engaged. You got to make it fun.
Right. I was going to say.
You know, voting sound like, so dry. Like, it sounds like so good in the suit talking
like
about
school.
It sounds like school. So that's why kids aren't engaged in it, because it sounds like, you know, it don't sound like fun. But let's have some fun with it.
But why should we have to be bribed? Like why do we have to? If you do this, you're gonna do.
I was doing some research, and they had things where they were telling people, "Hey, you can win $5,000 if you go register to vote."
Where was
That's how bad it is.
Why you send us that link?
Look, everybody, look. See?
That
We already registered though.
But you understand what I mean? It's like they like, we want to give some money away so we can get people to vote. You know? And I think that's a.
Why don't they do the same thing about educating the people that's actually on the ballot though?
Yeah.
They want them to go in blind for real.
Voting for people that they don't know.
They want them to go in blind.
They go in blind. I mean, these people are knocking on your doors.
Voting for the best worst candidate.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is the choice you have.
Yeah.
But you have to also believe that, you know, even with those choices, you still have a choice. There's ways to write in people on the ballot. There's ways to support other demographics, other parties.
But does that help? Like writing in, how much of a help is that though? Like,
okay, think about this.
Like,
so say for example, I got a big Instagram following, and I instructed everybody on my Instagram, hey, go write in Jimmy Bonds on the bottom of the ballot. When y'all go vote, go write in Jimmy Bonds, all right? And then y'all go do it, and I get elected. You want on my platform? You want on my political platform? You want to know? I tell you about my political platform. It's a 4-day work week. I want everybody to be able to work 4 days, get paid the same, have 3 days off. That's my platform.
I'm voting for Jimmy, y'all.
I'm not running, all right? I'm not running. I want everybody to be like Jimmy trying to be. I'm not running. So that's my political platform. That and $25 an hour.
I like that.
That should be the minimum wage. That's what people should be able to make to live, because the cost of living right now is so crazy. If you make anything less than that, you probably
you're struggling.
You're struggling hard.
And you're doing something crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That's the thing. That's why it's so much crime.
That's why the crime is crazy. If we weren't struggling as much as we are,
right,
I think we would have more outlets and more resources to do what we need to do.
I definitely
You know, people could get their own apartments.
Yes.
They can have their own cars.
Yes.
They can pay down their student loans, pay off their credit cards. At least I would hope. But
yo, you're really making me think deep. I'm over here like my brain is like, because when you really say stuff like that, you see how, like, wow, we're just going downhill for real. Because now, all right, minimum wage is not allowing us to pay for the minimum rent. It's not allowing us to get a car note. You know, they're not going to accept us for whatever credit, whatever. And then we got to get fake pay stubs and go to every black person listening know what I'm talking about. Even white people, they know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they know what I'm talking about. Then they got to go get fake pay stubs and then go to the, you know, then you got to make those car payments. You got to make your apartment payment. What you going to do for that money? Your job not paying you enough. So then you got social media. Social media got everybody looking like rich. So now it's like, I'm not supposed to be where I'm at right now because this 20-year-old got a Mercedes and a penthouse and
it's a rented Mercedes.
Now
It is
you
rented.
living up
Yep. And now you trying to get that Benz. You got a note on that Benz.
Right.
So I can get on my Instagram
And
and
it
show
wasn't even
everybody that
hers,
Benz.
but now you striving to be that, and that's not even her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what you think everybody want to see, and that's where you think you're supposed to be because of social media. And now that's it. Like,
Listen, that's what I said. That's my platform.
that's it.
Friday work week,
crazy.
$25 an hour.
I'm with it. We gonna write you in.
Listen, I'm not running, all right? I'm gonna put that again. I'm not running. I don't want nobody being like, well, Jimmy over there trying to tell people go vote for him. No, I'm not doing that, FCC. I am not telling anybody
I
to
think
vote
my
Do not vote for Jimmy, okay? No, but really, you know, I'm gonna wrap up this segment, but this is why I wanted to have you ladies on. Not just about the voting, but your intellect, your understanding, your community activism. I thought you had a very good eye for these things. You know, cause not just because what you promote, but what I hear. You know what I mean? I heard you not talking about the young girls in your bars and why they need examples. You know, why they need examples to follow, and not just, you know, not just the regulars. You know, I was listening to Amanda Seale the other day. She said the BET Awards looks like a stripper prom.
Oh my! I didn't even.
Stripper prom.
I literally
Stripper
stopped
prom.
watching.
I didn't
award
watch
shows.
it. What happened?
You stopped watching too?
I stopped watching award. We used to literally, me and I
Plan a day.
Bria used to sit together,
Yep.
watch the award shows.
Yep.
Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Can't
That's
wait.
gonna be. I can't.
One
We don't
day.
even tune in. I don't even know what the date is for these shows. Like, we used to. Me and I learned Sierra whole dance on the BET Awards.
Hold on,
The whole
which one?
thing.
Which one?
With Nicki
Level
Minaj,
Up.
what's that song?
Level Up.
No.
Level
That
Up.
was with Nicki Minaj.
That's
What was the
what
song
about
with Nicki?
2000.
Stop it. It was with Nicki.
It was that same show where where
If you're not on the floor,
What's his name?
Yeah. That song.
wait, oh my goodness. Because we did the whole thing.
Before they was TikTok and they was doing it.
This is back when you used to record the shows on the TV.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I don't ask women their age, right?
Don't
But y'all
even listen.
see
She
them
said,
back.
oh, she
I
always
love
said
it.
back when.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
She
Back
still
when
got that
you
TV.
record the shit.
That's her favorite thing.
Oh, was it videotape or was it
I don't remember
streaming?
that too.
No, it was streaming.
Okay. All right. I gotta make sure we
Hey,
have
wait,
generation
come on,
here.
wait.
Because I could have, I'm like, wait a minute, y'all use videotaping too?
What? We wasn't rewinding the what they call it?
You know this
So,
tape.
the VHS?
Yeah, we wasn't
Yo,
doing that.
she said, what
My
was it
grandma got
called?
one.
I started doing the hand motion.
I love it, yo. Yeah, you showing that age time. You showing
It's all
that age.
good.
I'm
Real
sure if
to
I had
real.
hair, you can see my grade, but
No way.
But listen, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll come back talking to y'all some more about your project, Overthinking. Talk some more about what y'all got coming up, and we'll do more talking. Yeah, you know, we're gonna do our thing. Y'all good though?
Yep.
Y'all good?
We're great.
That's what I'm talking about. Ty, do me a favor. Play the next one for me. All right, we're gonna play the next one right after this. All right. That's right, family. Remember, you call us with your comments, questions at 215-472-0881. Again, it's 215-472-0881. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. You listen to Jimmy Bond's podcast right here on WPEB Radio 88.1 FM, 95.1 FM. We sitting here with Verbosity. We'll be right back, family.
Yo, that really be having me going crazy. Hey yo, it be the drip for me. The way that he move, be keeping it cool, yeah, it be the limp for me. The walk be so sturdy, teeth white and pearly, usually don't talk for free. But he did a nod, I'ma wave back. You looking fine like you wanna be mine. If you wanna be mine, just say that. I like the way that you carry it. Fennel in my hand, I so you can marry it. Psych, boy, oh boy, you lucky. Hella girls in your top, can't none of them touch me. I ain't nervous at all, I could tell that you bought. You could give me a number, I'll call you tomorrow. We could cruise around the city if I'm not too busy. I'm pretty like Cassie, but work hard like Diddy. Say that, say that, say that, tell me that, boy, just tell me what you want. Tell me that, say that, say that, tell me that, boy, just tell me what you want. Tell me that, say that, say that, tell me that, boy, just tell me what you want. Say that, tell me, boy, just say that. Tell me, yeah, it's the one that's so observant. Give me eye contact, woo, make me nervous. That's what I like, hood, gentleman. That know when to be a little gentleman, yeah. Look, boy, I ain't who you wanna lose. I ain't nothing like you used to. For me, it's the type that don't play about me. He confident in what he got, he don't care what they gon' say about me. Checking anybody that got a problem with what we got going, but still be the one to lead the prayer every single morning. Even in the winter, he call me hot, it be giving him sauna. Man, we be touring, you open my passport, you think I was foreign. He take me on trips when I trip, that's the norm. I ain't even gotta say that. He so cocky when he brag about me, be showing me off like a face ass. Say that, tell me that, boy, just tell me what you want. Tell me that, say that, say that, tell me that, boy, just tell me what you want. Tell me that, say that, say that, tell me that, boy, just tell me what you want. Say that, tell me, boy, just say that, tell me what you.
I love a man that be bout his business and when he talk, know how to back it up. Cashier looking shook when he drop all them figures on bags, then tell him to bag it up. That be the stuff that I'm used to. Booking trips, catching views like it's YouTube. You wishing that it could be you too. He only like girls with ambition. You wishing, but hey, aren't you cute? So low key, his mama don't know me. I call him my OG. He moving like ODs. Respect from his homies. Never touch my own seat or doors for that matter. You get a girl like me, you tend to know better, move better. Cause you know that she can do better. So you sweater like Cosby kids. He posting pics cause he proud of this.
Say that, say that, say that, tell me that, boy, just tell me what you want. Tell me that, say that, say that, tell me that, boy, just tell me what you want. Tell me that, say that, say that, tell me that, boy, just tell me what you want. Say that, tell me, boy, just say that, tell me what you.
Hey, this is Megan from Abu Dhabi. Listen to Jimmy Bond's podcast on Illadelphia Radio.
And welcome back, Jimmy Bond's podcast, right here on WPEB Radio, 88.1 FM, 95.1 FM, West Philadelphia. Remember, family, you call us with your comments and your questions at 215-472-0881. Again, that's 215-472-0881. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. That's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. Family, you just heard say that.
Say what?
Say that. Say that from Verbosity, who was in the building with us. They've been rocking with us, family. So I really appreciate them coming up tonight, talking to us, sharing their views.
We appreciate
you know, I always say, like, it's hard. Sometimes people think, like, it's so easy to share your story. It ain't easy to share your story all the time. You know, there's a lot of things you don't want to expose to people. You know, sometimes it's things that you don't like. I tell you, I've been in this joint crying before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I like trying not to, trying to be a man, but sometimes things get emotional, so you just be bold.
Wait, what do tears have to do with it?
They always say that.
I've been so confused. Men cry.
Yeah.
They said we cry?
Yeah.
We cry when y'all ain't around. When y'all not around, that's when we cry.
I've seen otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
So she said same. Like,
Because it's okay to show your vulnerability as a man. Like, I don't think that speaks on who you are. Like, for real.
I mean, she has a point, right? Yeah. It's okay to show your vulnerability. I mean, I tell my son, like, he's 4, I'll be like, yo,
He's 4?
I got 4.
I'm not playing with you.
You gotta let him cry.
I'm not playing with you.
You know, like, he cries with the stupid stuff, though, so I gotta get him. Bro, stop crying. Like, I mean, the thing about it, you're right, though. I remember when I was like 6, I was crying in the backseat. My dad was like, stop crying. Men don't cry, right? So I don't do that with my son. I let him go through his emotions, let him get it all out. But then if you keep going on,
he was like, all right,
come on, it's
a cutoff point, right?
It's over. Ty, no, we hear him in the background all the time. Ty, before me, he just be whining, like, bro.
I feel that. I'm not saying, I'm definitely not saying to coddle these young men. You know what I mean? Get them some tough love, but definitely allow them to show their emotions, like you were saying. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I cry. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I'm like, low key a softy. I don't mean softy like that. I'm low key, tender dad. I love my kids. Care about my baby. Love my baby girl. You know what I mean? But like sometimes, man, I I ain't crying about that.
I'll tell you.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
I ain't nothing to cry about. Like,
Yeah.
if I lost my job today tomorrow, I wouldn't cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably go out and celebrate.
He loves
Ty,
his
where
job.
we going tonight,
He loves his
Ty?
job.
Where we going tonight, Ty?
Yo.
Look, man, if you are at my employer and you're listening to me talk about this right now,
JK. Sorry.
now you know how I feel. No JK. No JK that one.
It's so crazy.
I want them to know. Look, you probably hear this 6 months down the road, but that's okay. 6 months down the road, I'm not gonna be there. So
He wants all y'all to make $25 an
listen,
hour.
I gotta get out there to the people and tell the people we gotta fight for more. $25 an hour is that's hidden.
Yeah.
That's hidden. Everybody be like, that's far fetched. Like, no, it's not. If they got strikes up in Michigan right now, and they want something. They want like $60 an hour.
No way.
Oh, Michigan.
They want $60
All the workers,
For
right?
what? Minimum wage?
for their minimum wage. For their workers.
Let me know if that come through.
Listen,
I always did like Michigan.
Listen.
Like,
and the cost of living in Michigan ain't what it is in Philly.
oh no, I know that.
Coast.
I know that. My cousin lives out
You
there.
get a whole house for $70,000 and you living good.
Shout out to
3-4
Michigan,
bedrooms.
man.
Yeah.
On my way.
My fan from Michigan, shout out to my Michigan family, my dad's side. So shout out to my Port Huron, Detroit, Flint, all my peoples. But so getting back to talking about y'all, like I can be stupid sometimes, but getting back to talking about y'all, like tell me a bit about like what it's like for you individually. Collectively, I know y'all vibe and y'all get it, but what is it like for you individually? Like what else do you love to do? You know what I mean? Besides the passion of music and the love for fashion as well, what else do y'all like to do individually?
Me personally, I have a love for the camera. So being behind it, yeah. So cinematography for me and editing.
That's
Yeah.
I should send her this job.
Right, have her edit it. Tell her you turn around.
Listen,
Yeah. No. So most of our videos and like edits and stuff.
you do it.
Yeah.
You do it. I seen her on the
Love
camera
for it.
too. I seen her on the clip. She was all on the camera. I know she was doing that work. That's love. That's love. Well, what about you, man?
I have a love for writing, like different, ways of writing, whether it's like poetry. I love just putting like some words together. So I would say writing.
What jumps your verbiage, your wordsmith? What jumps it? What gives it that one?
Daily living, like just like literally, like I can get inspired from just like I'll wake up on like if I wake up on a different side than I did the next morning, like I'll think deep into that, like what made me wake up on this side, so that had me going into like a love song, like I woke up on this side of the bed today. So yeah, so
You do a lot of journaling.
yes.
Definitely. What about you, Mackie? What's your love? I mean, I know you're a fashionista. I know that. But what else do you love?
Anything artsy really. I'm a creative. I just love to put stuff together really. Whether it's music, whether it's clothes, makeup, anything. I just love putting together things and just being a creative. And she does like cinematography. I like taking pictures though.
I can tell that about you.
Yeah.
I've been looking at them like they do this on a regular. Like, they do this for fun.
We're literally our own team.
Yeah, pretty much.
We do a lot of the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I'm digging that. I'm definitely digging that. Here's a saying. So they have this saying of, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. You heard that, right? I disagree. All right? I disagree wholeheartedly because New York is full of different types of music,
Yeah.
different types of genres.
Right.
And I feel like you can make it in New York in a different lane with a niche, right? So you can make it there. I feel like if you can make it in Philly, you can make it anywhere.
So it's about it.
Okay? Like I tell y'all, all right, I'm not from Philly.
Ooh, you could have fooled us.
I'm not from Philly. I'm born and raised in DC.
Wow.
Oh, that's where my family is. That's crazy.
You was just down
You
DC,
don't got an
I was
accent though.
I lost my accent because I've been up here for 10 years.
Okay.
I lost it. If I go back home,
It's kind of
You gotta go back more.
yeah.
No, I mean,
my little sister be like, yeah,
so-
your father.
listen,
I'm like,
exactly, right? Exactly. No, but your mother, your father,
mother. Yeah, they say mother. They say father.
mother, they say mother, father,
father.
youngin, or young.
Youngin. Oh yes.
What's
they,
up, young? Jalike,
They don't say cheesesteak. They say
Steak and cheese.
Steak and cheese.
What?
I be like, what?
Steak and
Ew.
cheese.
My dad be like, yeah, you gonna bring me back steak and cheese?
Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible.
I love you pop already. I love you pop after my heart. I know how that is.
That is
I'm
terrible.
like, no, I'm not. No.
But I mean, my family is from Philly. My mom went to West. You know,
Okay.
my grandparents had a house on 57th Street. My ex-wife is from 52nd Street. You know what I mean? So I've always been up and down. I've always been in DC. I've always been in Philly. So it's not like I'm like don't know Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I came up here officially to live, I learned so much about the Philly circuit.
Yeah.
Now, I read something in one of your articles that you were talking about those pay-to-play shows with your trash. Y'all talked about how y'all had to wait to the end of the show and there was two people there.
Oh, you read it? Oh my goodness! You really did your work. This is crazy. I'm so excited.
But I'm saying I've been there. I know that story. I've been in them pay-to-play joints. You pay $50 to $100 for 5 minutes. So you go up there and ain't nobody there. They keep pushing you off and they're telling you that you're coming on and you're not coming on.
Did they cut the lights on YouTube?
That he did. But I did what you did. I did what you did. I shut it
Let's
down.
go.
Yeah.
So they remember me
Let's go.
no matter
Don't
what.
follow me.
Right.
Remember
They
me.
remember me. Right.
Yes,
So-
that's how you do it.
You know, I always thought that Philly was a hard market to make because I was killing it in DC. I mean, I rubbed elbows with Wale on a regular basis.
Okay.
I was with all the celebrities at the clubs and all that kind of stuff. I did all that, right? But when I came to Philly, nobody knows me. I got to do something. I got to come out. I got to do something new. I'm not from Philly. My verbiage is not the same. My rap pattern is not the same. My cadence isn't the same. So I had to really not figure out how to fit in, but figure out how to blend in. Because if I didn't, then it just would have been this boy from the South, he's trying to do it, blah, blah, blah. So I started working with boys around the way, and I just started picking up the Philly way to do stuff, right?
Love that.
And what Philly taught me was that it's so hard to make it in Philly. No matter what nobody tells you, no matter what they say. I mean, you talk about great artists coming out of Philly, Jill Scott, Music Soul Child, Roots. I can go on. Jasmine Sullivan, that's my future wife. Jasmine Sullivan. I hope you heard that, James.
Oh my God. We'll tell her.
When I see her, I'm telling
When
her.
we
I don't care
officially
who that dude is,
meet
you
her.
You say you know her?
When we officially
Oh,
meet
when
her,
you
we
meet
will
her?
tell her.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna be right behind you. Yo, Jay, what's up? But anyway, I just love a woman who can sing. That's just been that's my sucker right there. I've been a sucker for a woman who can sing. So if she can sing, I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
But I'm saying that just in general, Philly is such a tough place to live.
Yeah.
So, and my long diatribe of saying that, how do you feel about that?
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree. It is so hard.
Yeah.
Coming out of Philly because they judge you and then they don't want to latch on to you unless the masses is already latched on.
Right.
But how is that gonna happen if you're not latching? You know what I mean? It's like, how can you come up if you're only attaching to who's already up there?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, how are people gonna come? That's why you gotta get popping elsewhere, and then
Yeah, which leads me to my next question. when you go out of the area and you tour, what's the reception like?
they love us.
They love. I was about to say love us.
They love us.
Absolutely
But it's not. It
love us.
doesn't go to say that they don't love us in Philly.
No, not at
but
all.
we get accepted so many other places. It's like this love out there. New York is a big one too. New York will love us. Like
Yeah. I was gonna say literally when we were in college, we just walked down the
Cali.
street and like, oh my God, you're so like you like
Atlanta.
this whatever.
Yeah, y'all would fit dopely in Cali.
Yeah.
Like not sound,
different.
but I mean
It's definitely
image.
different.
It is
Yeah.
different. It's like all that field. You know, shout out to Cali, my boy out in Cali. Yeah, no, it's just different.
Yeah.
You know, like you say, crabs in the barrel breezy. Like, yeah, crabs in the barrel. But crabs in the barrel, but I don't want to leave that barrel.
Yeah.
I don't leave that barrel behind. Now, many people have.
Right.
I don't need Philly. I'm good, right? I mean, I did I say that? Like, I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh my goodness, you about to get us canceled. Jesus. That wasn't Verbosity, you guys.
That was
me.
Jimmy. That was Jimmy.
That was me. I didn't say what I want. I didn't say what I want.
Yeah, Jimmy says what he
I didn't
wants.
say what I want. How to listen. If they go
That's
back,
Jimmy, you guys.
if
Jimmy.
they go back on other podcasts, they be like, Jimmy, like I don't
Jimmy,
understand the NAACP, Jimmy, really?
Yikes.
Black Lives Matter? What is going on with you? Like, no, really, I say what I feel. Excuse me if anybody.
No, as you should. You're entitled to how you feel.
I
You're
should be able to
entitled
say
to
how
your
I feel.
opinion. You will always be entitled.
And not be like, oh no, someone's going to say something
Right
to
now.
me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
This is America. This is America. I'm a black man. I should be able to say what I feel, how I feel.
Exactly.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Verbosity. Use as many words as you want,
Listen,
okay?
thank you. Thank you. And no, they didn't say it. I said it. But it's so tough to make it in this region.
Yeah.
I mean, I traveled even outside of Philly, out in the outskirts, in the suburbs, Spring City, Phoenixville, Pottstown. I've been out there performing. And the reception out of the city is completely different. Completely
It is.
different. So I always thought that was something like, as artists in the city, it's tough. It's not easy. You know, it's not easy.
Because we're not support. Not only are we're not supporting each other, we're scared to help somebody.
Right.
You know, we're scared to introduce people to different people. Like, what can you do in your field that can help this person in that field? We're scared to like give each other constructive criticism. We're scared to be inspired by things, and then instead of you just being inspired, you a copycat, or you know, I don't want to say the word, but and whatever Philly
Being Joe.
Yeah, you being Joe, or you hide. You know, so it's very complicated.
That's the one thing about Philly. They don't want you to be Joe.
Right.
And everyone probably listens to
Yeah, everybody Joe.
Everybody.
Right, everybody Joe. They listen to the podcast and like, he Joe, he put on girls, he put on girls. Why
And
shouldn't
as soon as Meek walk in the room, they'll be Joe.
they start, they follow Meek around.
But it's like, why do you have to be quote unquote Joe? Yeah. Why can't you just be inspired?
We're
like, what's wrong
supportive.
with being inspired?
Excited.
You want to
Listen,
encourage somebody.
You're in the city I
Joe
live
for
in,
mine.
right? You in the city. Why wouldn't I be inspired by somebody? I could be like, you're local. I can come see you.
Right.
I don't have to go and get on a plane or go to some big festival,
Right.
which soon y'all probably will be.
And that's the difference.
You
Like
know?
with Philly and other cities, like we don't get the Joe vibe. Like we don't get them being shy to say you did amazing.
Right.
So that's what it is. It's like we get love in Philly, but they, you know, it's far away love. It's love from a distance.
That's a point.
Right.
Because what do they call city? Philly. City of brotherly
Brotherly
love, right?
love, yeah.
Sisterly love, right?
Yep.
Well, how hard is it to get that affection and get that love as an artist?
It's so hard. I had people stare me in my face, and I just be like, you know, sometimes you forget when you're on your regular every day, you forget people know you for real.
Yeah, I know, right.
So I've had people stare me down, like literally just in my face to the point, like I'm just like,
Don't say anything.
like, hi.
She get an awkward
Just hello.
Like, hey, how are you?
They're like, ain't you that girl from the girl? Okay, there we are. Okay, that's why you're looking at me. All right, cool. Like, hi guys, yes, that's me. Okay,
But instead of coming up and giving you props, they rather just
look at me. And and they'll go to the next person that they're with and say, yes, that's the girl from the group.
Right.
That's definitely her, and I love her shoes. Like,
that's a problem.
Right.
bro, I was like, come on, like,
Show love when love is deserved. If that's who they are, like, yo, go love, go yo. Yo, y'all killing it.
yeah.
You see, I don't hesitate.
Yes, you gave us our flowers.
Maybe that. Listen, y'all deserve
appreciate
flowers and bouquets of them. Like I'm the type that it attracts me to see or hear artists that are very like unique in their own sound themselves. The substance is real. I love that stuff. All right, I love it to the point of like I can eat that for breakfast every day. So, you know, because for me, like I was talking about writing, for me, it takes like a couple words.
Right.
It'll take 1 or 2 words. I get the words and I'll write 5 verses. Yep. It's just 2 words. I'll make 2 bars and those bars will end up being a whole song. Because that's how my mind jump starts, right? So seeing you, I'm like, I got 2 words. And here they come. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, let me get in this bag right now.
Right.
You know, so when I'm prepping for you, when I'm prepping for this interview, I'm actually working on my music at the same time. Because I see what y'all doing. You know what I mean? Y'all got videos. I don't have no videos yet. Right, Tom?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Naya can shoot you
I got the
one.
video. Y'all just right here. And she gonna edit. And she gonna make me look slim. I love it.
Oh my god! I'm gonna be a creative director. I mean, you should have got
dress me. What?
And bring on right the hood.
Look,
and she gonna sing back up too.
You know what I'm saying? Come on,
What? She can hit some.
You got the whole thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why not though? Why not have that type of feel? Why not love the people that you see and give them what they deserve? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I see my daughter sometimes. She walks up to people and she's like, my daughter's like I am because we taught her to be loving and caring. And she was watching her yesterday when I was doing my research. And she was like, Dad, who that? I think that's Verbosity. Now, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, she's 8. I'm like, this is the type of group I want you to.
Yeah, but you can't say that out loud. You didn't say that out loud, right?
I did.
Okay. You just sent her the link.
No, she was sitting there watching it.
Or make sure just send her the link. Don't say that though.
She ain't getting no links.
Yeah.
She ain't got no links. She ain't got no phone. She 8. I'm down with that.
She's gonna block us if you say that. Like I'm just letting you know.
No, I need her to follow y'all because this is the examples I need her to follow.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell us our school. We like to drop his school.
Yeah.
Shoot.
We was on school tour. Yeah.
No, seriously.
Don't say that. Highland Park Elementary, up in Darby. That's cool.
Up there. Oh, we've been to. Wait, what is it called?
Highland Park?
Wait, wow. No, I'm not even being.
No,
that doesn't familiar.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all did it.
So we have it.
So you didn't do Highland Park already? And how long did you do it?
We
How long
did like
was
a
it?
lot of schools.
Yeah.
A lot of schools.
I'm sure y'all did up in Darby High. Or y'all was close to do it.
Not up there.
Not
Behind.
high
Beverly Hills?
school.
Beverly Hills?
We
Beverly Hills
did
Middle
most
School?
of the middle schools last year.
Yeah,
Elementary. And we did a
couple
few
high schools. Yeah, we did a couple
Yeah. Benjamin
Franklin
Franklin.
Catholic.
West Catholic.
Yeah, West
Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah. We did a couple. We did Jersey school and we did a lot of New York schools.
Yeah.
What else y'all do? You know what I mean?
We fly sometimes.
We did the whole
It's
school
only
tour though.
52 weekends in a year. You know what I mean?
Oh, we were on it last year. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, it was so fun though. Like we did like so many schools. Sometimes we did multiple schools in one day.
Shout out to Corey.
Like we would go to New York, come back, and then do a Philly school, and it was so fun.
That's gangster. Wait, that's gangster. I sit there like, yo, for real? Yeah. What you say, Ty?
No, you don't really hear that from artists, period.
Nah.
Yeah,
Schools are
we
fun.
love the
Yeah,
kids.
love the schools.
I mean, their volunteer initiative. And I'm not saying y'all need to do schools for free. I'm just saying volunteer initiative was major. And many people don't think about it like that, right?
Right.
Me and Ty, we started a nonprofit because we thought that that was the best way to impact the community,
Yeah.
was going nonprofit.
Mhm.
I guess we can start a company and it just be a company,
Yeah.
right? But I always felt nonprofits have more impact, you know? So seeing that you ladies will do it so that you will either volunteer your performances or to get volunteer hours to influence
For
you,
sure. Yeah.
whatever it may be. I mean, that is, artists don't do that.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
I see longevity too because their target is the youth.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what they say, right? It's not only the longevity. The youth follow you for the rest of their lives.
Right.
No, seriously.
They follow you for the rest of their lives. That's why everybody, like, you know, you get them college kids, they'll follow you all the way.
Yeah,
Like, if some kid sees you in high school and they remember you, or middle school, or even elementary school, and they remember you, they'll follow your careers the whole time.
Yes, they will.
No, seriously.
The whole time. Oh yeah, I was in second grade and I studied to come to my school.
No, they do that. Seriously.
I'm sure they do.
They do it all the time.
They'll be DMing us and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you was just at my school. But the crazy thing is, we're very we're very in tune with what we do. So a lot of the times we're like, yeah, I remember you went to such and such. You know what I mean? Like, but it's because we really care. It's not because we doing it for like the image. Like we really care.
It's called building rapport.
Yeah.
You know, building rapport to the fact that you got to know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you don't remember their face, you remember them their name. You remember them coming up to you and saying, "Hey, you know, I was such. I remember seeing you."
Right.
And that gives them the ability to say, "You know what? That was really cool." And she actually remembered me. That makes them feel like something. Some celebrities be like, "I don't remember you. I don't know who you are." I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm bad at it. Some people, they say they know me. I never met them. Or if I met them, I didn't know that I met them.
It's hilarious.
You know what I mean? I had a friend of mine. I was talking to a friend of mine a couple weeks ago. She was like, "Yeah, I met you before." I was like, maybe that's my daddy brain.
No, not daddy brain.
Yeah, no, daddy brain's terrible. Daddy
No, we all do.
Oh my God, daddy brain.
I'm good with faces.
Crazy. Like,
I'm not good with names.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what I do during the day is kind of like my job to know people's names and faces. So I build those rapports all the time.
So you
I can
just be
tell
drawing.
because when I walked up, he was like, "Yeah, you're nice. You're nice." I'm Breeze the Shade. And that was Mackie sitting right here. He was on it, like
That's what
on it from the
what I
room.
do. You know, you gotta know who you're talking to, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But we got came
Appreciate
up here and
that.
I didn't do no research.
No, I appreciate
That's
that.
why I had to give you your flowers. I'm like,
Yeah.
you really
That's dope.
did your thing. That was like, you see my eyes, like I'm really amazed.
Right down
It's
to
crazy,
the show, like the them cutting the lights on. I'm like,
yeah.
wow.
You shot when you said that. All three of us was like, oh, okay.
What we do, Ty?
You had to dig for that.
I did, and I think it's important that you do.
No, for
Because
sure.
if think about it, tables will turn, and I came at your podcast or your show, and you did your research on me, I would feel the same way.
Right.
Like, wow, you actually dug into who we are as people.
Right.
You know, not just, oh, I got a new project coming out.
Yeah.
By the way, go get Overthinking dropping October the 6th on Friday. Go get it,
Sure.
okay? It's important to have that kind of relationship with people.
That is.
You know, particularly in this industry, and not it be a shallow relationship, but an intimate one.
Right.
Now I ain't talking about intimate as intimacy.
We
I mean,
know what you're talking about.
we using words, right? Fantastic. So I really mean the intimacy that you get to know someone and get to know who they are. So by the time you meet them, I already know you.
Right.
You know, I might not know you in person.
I got a
but
feel
I
for
got a
you.
feel for
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean?
And
So
that's important.
me and Ty talk about this all the time. I don't want nobody ever coming to see us or coming on our show and we don't know who they are.
Yeah.
I would feel so stupid. I would feel like, dang, that comes from working at the newspaper. You know what I mean? I interview district attorneys.
Yeah.
I interview state reps and lawyers, doctors, and people in the community. You have to know who they were.
Right.
You know, they don't know who you are, but you have to know who they are.
Right.
So, I mean, the rule of the game is do your research, homie. Just like you got to do your research even when you're researching, when you're writing your music.
Okay, I stay on Google for sure.
Give me another.
I be like, what year did such and such come out?
Right, exactly. You
Gotta know.
dropping a Michael Jordan lyric, and Michael Jordan didn't play after that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like,
What
say,
are you
wait a
talking
minute. And people, and the consumer will be listening and being like,
Like, wait, then they go on Google.
they lying. You know what I mean?
You don't know what they talking about.
So you know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. But I mean, I could go on. You know, as you can see, I can talk. As you can see, I can talk. So, you know, just a couple more questions for y'all. But one of the things that jumped out to me was the fact that I listen to your music and I'm like, yo, they about to just cuss.
Told you I was on push-ups, man. I was like, damn.
I'm in that joint like,
Pop.
like, wow. I mean, if I was in the gym, I would be swollen.
That's decent.
Because like I'm listening to it, like it sounds hard because the ear is naturally geared towards listening to, if it's this type of music, I'm gonna have this type of lyrics. I'm expecting that.
Yeah. Right.
I'm already expecting it, right?
Yeah.
But when it don't come, it shocks me.
It sounds like they're about to shut down the cipher.
It does. It sounds
I
like
like
they
that.
about to walk into the cipher and everybody's just gonna be like, all right, I got you. Go ahead.
That's what it sounds like.
Y'all heard that? Come on, what's the cipher? Let's go.
Listen,
Think about what's
We
up.
done brought the
Just
cipher.
shut it all down.
We done brought the cipher. You know, we done brought the cipher. Y'all gonna give it a little acapella? What's good? What's
Oh,
good?
a little one,
What's
two.
a little one, two?
Why do you get? Now he keeps talking at the same time as me, like the same exact words. Like stop.
What's
Or a little
good?
one,
What's
two.
good? I ain't got a 1 2, but I know y'all got a 1 2.
Yeah, we got the ones.
I hit me. Let me get it. Who going first?
I know that it'll probably take us longer, but we down for the ride. Yeah. Come on, cause we not out here selling sex. We got respect and we ain't trying to compromise.
That's a dub.
So his ex don't even ask. And yeah, that sells, but that stuff don't never last.
When does it ever last?
Cause there's too many Barbianas.
It is.
Spend with degrees, rather be up in designer.
Be up in designer.
Double D's, fit T's, get a woody.
Say what? And they don't get it from their mama, so don't get mad when I ain't shaking my bad. Or I ain't cussing up a storm either. Yeah, I'm looking straight to my father. He said these girls need to get beastly with your clothes on. Call it jungle fever.
Alright.
Turn them into believers just like you was Justin Bieber, man. Can I do it?
You can do it.
We could do it, sis, cause whatever phase these girls going through,
Then
we
we
must
had to
admit.
miss.
Ladies, we represent each other, man. It's got me pissed.
Cause they be so pretty.
But bust down. We gotta stop tolerating them putting us down. But listen, ladies, they got us now. Hey, so fix your crown, Tatiana. Hey, don't let us down, Tatiana.
We finna switch the sound, Tatiana. Show you how to lay yourself without a clown.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. When Ty take the headphones off, you know it's a go. You know it's a go. Look at Charlie sitting there like, oh, let's
Gonna
go.
write some tonight, y'all.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. Thank y'all so much. Listen. Oh my goodness, man. Ty, I wish I had some bars I could spit right now.
Oh man.
I'm too engulfed into know what's the name.
You can't even get the words. All you had the words all night, y'all. Yeah.
Listen, I always got something to say. I'm just like,
We done got Jimmy speeches today.
if you give me speeches, you know it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Time to go home. But so moving right along, I want to make sure I get this in before you end. Is there any other genres of music that you ladies want to venture into? Anything
that we
you
want to
think,
do.
Yeah, anything that you think you're like, you know what, that would be dope. Because for a while, I love some rock.
We literally, we going to tap in. We going to tap in. Rock, what? We would go crazy with like a rock pop mixture. Oh my God.
I'm a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan.
Oh.
You know who that is?
I gotta get down with it.
Charlie. They don't know who Red Hot Chili. I don't really wanna be.
Keep going, maybe.
Like I did that day.
Charlie
Take
gonna
me
go
to
on
the
the right.
place I love. Take me all the way. And I don't really wanna be like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. Alright, I'm done. Charlie, you fooling me, Charlie. You fooling me, man. I'm just saying, bro. Like that's my love. I love rock. And you mix rock and rap and R&B.
That'd be crazy.
And you mix all that up.
That'd go hard.
I think that's probably like in the future for y'all to do something different.
DMC did it, but DMC did it, but I don't think females have done it. No females have done it.
We'll be the first to send it to you all.
Yeah.
Because we definitely want to
I
take
got
it.
some rockets for you too.
Okay.
Got some rockets for you. Y'all love live bands?
Yeah.
It brings out
Oh my
the
God.
craft,
The
right?
energy is
It's
like
so
insane.
It's a different thing.
Oh my
different.
goodness.
Oh my God. And I feel like a whole different person.
Yeah, sure.
You
Yes.
feel it like you
The
like
the drums, you
yeah.
feel it through, like
You feel it through.
literally through
So when
you.
you
Like,
start spitting, it's like, oh, it's like a whole different.
put your in-ear on, be like, just give me the drums.
Just give me the drums. Just right now. And then you start blending it all together. You're like,
Oh yeah.
my whole life just stops and pauses.
Yeah.
Trying to remember my bars. And, like, let it play for me.
That was amazing.
Let me get
Let it play.
But so tell me about y'all future. What we got? So we got a project coming out on Friday,
Yes, sir.
right? Overthinking. What else we got in the future? I know y'all about to go on tour. Y'all dropping a project. I know y'all going on tour.
Oh Lord
I
willing,
know
Lord
Mr. Toy behind
willing.
y'all running. I already
No,
know.
we definitely about to do a tour though.
All right, bet. But you gonna tell us about it,
Yeah, after. Yeah.
right? After the tour?
No, like after. You know, we're not on the air no more because it's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret. No, I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's okay. It's all right, my bad. I don't mean to expose no secret. I'm just, whenever you're ready to go on tour, please let me know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna come back.
Sure, yeah.
I done told y'all to come back and tell us the tour stories.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hey, that's love. Ty, anything you want to say to him? I know we can't hear you right now, but anything you want to say to him, man?
This track Time. What is that one about?
That's crazy. You picked why did you pick Time though?
Right.
Yeah.
He like, oh,
Wow, why did you
Look
pick
at
that
I don't know. That's
You're
Ty.
decent.
That's Ty.
Time.
You
Right?
you literally picked the deepest song
Yeah.
on the EP and said,
Time
"What is
really
that about?"
Every day.
I've never cried to like our music before. No, I didn't.
You lied because we was booing. Don't do
was.
that. Don't do
But
that.
no, Time, I really bawled crying.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first time I bawled crying to a song that we wrote.
This is
That's-
our
I didn't-
first
I
song
didn't
that
cry
we
this time.
ever wrote and created that has had me in tears. Like literally every time I listen to it, I have a different feeling on it. And it's different parts make me cry. Like I would literally, like if we was to listen, like I don't know what it is in the song, but I just feel like it just hits home so much that like it just leaves me in tears each time I hear it.
Honestly, I feel like You was about to say something? Oh, I was about to say, honestly, I feel like this was something needed from us because we don't get vulnerable on the track. So I feel like this was something that, like, our supporters really needed from us to just actually get, like, the full, like, the full.
So shout out Toya.
Yeah,
our
Toya,
manager.
Toya.
And she said, I need y'all to
Y'all,
roll.
Yeah.
I need y'all to
That's not
put y'all
enough.
feelings inside the track. And we gave her that. But yeah, time is us. It's what we really feel, you know, like how we feel about just music in general and just us being a group and stuff like that. And when it come out, we're gonna do a poll because I wanted to name the song Hours. So I'm gonna put that on the Instagram story and y'all gonna tell me what y'all think the song should like.
Different names.
Yeah, she wanted Believe.
But no.
Believe, I want to believe. Yeah,
She wanted Believe.
I wanted Time, but I
She
wanted
said
the
Time.
T to be the cross thing.
Yes, I'm like, Bria, we can't do that.
And I wanted hours, like out like the time hours, but hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like hours, like that hour.
I'm like, yo, we can't be too
Like,
deep on this. Like, I feel like even that part, the album is overthinking. I feel like that song,
so we overthought it, and then we was like, all right, time.
It's our time.
Sometimes you don't insult the consumer's intelligence, right? So I mean, that's, even though I know, like, you know, people smart, they could have put all that together. And I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. I said,
no, like I loved hers. I
did love it.
It was just like
it was too
I don't know.
thought out.
I didn't want it to get I didn't want it to get mixed up with hours. What is it? She got like hours plus hours or something like that.
No,
I
it would
want
have
them
just
to think,
been
like,
H
it's love.
dot hours. But they'd have heard, like, they'd have knew it was time in hours. Like, you would have knew. Jimmy would have knew. Jimmy would have knew.
I would have known.
He would have knew.
I would have known.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna put that poll up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put the poll. Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna put
We're gonna put up the poll.
Let's do it.
Yeah, y'all gonna feel that song though.
Yeah,
that's a good
I can't
song.
wait
That
for
was
it
a
to
good.
come
That
out.
was a good choice though. That he like out of all of them.
Yeah, that was
That's time. That's time. That's time. Time. I call it it's Dr. Research, right?
Okay, Dr.
This boy, if you think I research, if you think I research, I ain't got nothing on this one.
Time on time.
I know this boy is White Glove, Library of Congress, down at the Franklin Museum research. I'm dead serious.
Really?
Dead
That's
serious.
decent.
Like, not like, you know, some people, I do my research. No, my boy do
So you like super smart.
research. Super smart.
Everybody's smart.
So yeah,
Their own way.
That was a great answer to that.
yeah, that was humble. Very humble.
Oh, we got a phone call? That's love right there. That's love right
How
there.
you doing? Hold on. What you want here?
Who am I speaking to?
Hold on.
Who's
Thank
that?
you.
Who am I speaking to? Hey, is that Alyssa?
Hi.
Alyssa, what's up with you? You said that was so tight, huh? What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Listen, if you want to listen. She's going to listen again.
Thank you.
Oh,
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in.
That's
What's your
love right
name?
there.
Listen. That's listen, girl.
This is Alyssa,
Yeah,
who is our technical director here at Spot Video.
Oh wow, that's
Hi,
so cool.
Alyssa.
So you see all these mics and stuff? Alyssa took care of all this.
Oh, you did
Go
this.
ahead.
Did this, girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alyssa.
So she is an avid supporter of us. Of course, an avid supporter of WPEB, 88.1 FM, West Philadelphia. You know, I'm not gonna forget to plug that.
Period.
But Alyssa definitely has been a super supportive to us in the podcast since we got here at WPEB. So, sis, I can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough. Listen, we thank you so much. Sis.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so much. That's love. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right, real quick. We've been doing shows here since May. This is her first time calling.
What?
She was on the show with us. She was on,
That's
she was
crazy.
doing it. What's the name? This is her first time calling in.
Oh, thank
We've had
you.
other callers, but to have her call in tonight and what you
That
ready
is
for
dope.
us,
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
We
Alyssa.
appreciate that.
Yeah. I picked the clip. Oh, I picked up quick. Well, listen, I appreciate you for all that you do and all how you help us. Listen, if no one appreciates you, believe me and Ty do. And from the bottom of my heart, listen. Verbosity does too.
Yes.
You really put your foot in this, so I really appreciate you. We're gonna wrap the show. Listen, we about to get off the air. We about to wrap the show up a little bit, but I definitely want you to. Listen, we're gonna talk offline. How about that? Before I start going to my diatribe, like definitely. Listen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
That's so sweet.
That's love right there. That's dope. That's dope.
That's fine.
Child, that's fine, man. That's woo. I love that. Listen, boy, listen. But is there anything that you ladies want to say to the people before we let y'all roll?
No, it's like not playing.
Toya,
I think I'm cracking up. Oh my goodness, we literally do that. Like she just did it on air. That's crazy.
Listen, y'all be
We be like, Toya, address, time.
But I'm gonna tell y'all something too.
Wow.
Like, you know, the fact that you each have like your own creative side that you bring to the table.
Yeah.
To have someone help you manage that is
Oh my goodness, a blessing.
you know, people think about managers all the time, and you know, I think sometimes artists like to walk around and like, I got a manager. But the manager not really doing work.
What? They be trying to steal Toya from us, like literally.
This girl be up at 3 a.m.
They be like, oh, I like you.
So yeah,
Serious.
I know you want to be on the mic and be on the air, but girl, you keep doing that.
They be trying to steal her.
You keep
3
doing that.
a.m. 3 a.m. I said, Toya, go to bed.
Okay, be like, we got it. Okay. She don't. She wake up and she breathes for Verbosity.
Yeah.
The one you have now with her will be forever.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of having someone kind of help you through this process.
Yeah.
Because we can't do it all.
Yeah.
I tell Ty all the time, like, I need like 4 of me. And an assistant manager.
Yeah.
And an executive assistant.
Right.
You hear that, guy?
I'm serious. It takes a team, but even for Toya has a partner, Kendall, who does so much for us too. Like without them too, I really like we'd probably be lost all over. Because it'd be so much like coming in, like you know, towards us. It's hard, even for just us three to do on our own. Because you know, once upon a time before we did start working with Toya, we were managing everything by ourselves.
Yeah.
But with her, it's been so much easier, and she has
Allows
been
you to do what you want to do now.
yeah, she's contributed so much to where we can branch out and do everything other than that, like the styling and the cinematography and the photography and everything, like creative direction. We can do all of that now because we have more time on our hands, but that's all thanks to our management. Yeah.
Shout out to Toya and Kendall.
And Kendall.
Shout out to Kendall. Kendall ain't in the building. But shout out to Kendall. We appreciate you, man. As you can see, my voice is gone. I've been up since 4 thinking about this interview.
Oh, stop.
You're not just saying that because we're on air, right?
No, Ty will tell you.
You called me last night. I'll be up all night time. All right, man.
I do this thing where before I do interviews, I'm very not anxious, not anxiety, but anxious.
Excited.
And I will pace back and forward in my house for hours on end.
That's so cool.
Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It settles me, and then I'm able to settle down, and then I'm able to have a conversation. It's just a cycle.
That's decent. It just says that you have a passion.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this just as much as I love the music. Like, I love this. I don't know how we decided to fall into it, but we did, and we realized that it was something we wanted to do, and it's become what it's become. So we're grateful, thankful, you know, to even just have like people like you come on. We've interviewed people that are top celebrities, and we've interviewed people that are not top celebrities. And each one, we love all of them.
Yeah.
Because it's so important to get to meet people who they are. Without, I'm a such and such, or I'm a such and such. No, who are you really?
Yeah.
You know, that's really
Your being. Yes.
And I think that's going to sell more, you know, than just even my work. Yeah. You know, who you are, that's what people fall in love with. Right. Your work, I've seen a lot of artists' work is trash, but people love them. And you just be like, I love you so much. Because people just fall in love with their personality. I mean, I know rappers that can't rap, but people love to have them at the show. Right. Like, bro, this dude cannot rap. Why is he? All right, let me be quiet.
He dressed nice.
You know what I'm saying? But I really take a lot of love and you put us in. I realized what responsibility you have when you're doing this. You know, God rest my mom's soul. Before she passed, she heard my first podcast.
Wow.
And I tell her story all the time doing this. Before she passed, she heard my first podcast. She said, baby, you gotta call her.
Oh.
She said, this is your call. She seen me do music, seen me do shows. My granddad was a musician, so she knew what that lineage was transferring. But when she heard this, she was just like, yeah, you gotta call me.
Right.
So I just, you know, I take it on. It's hard work. It ain't easy. It's a lot of work. It's overwhelming. It's tiring. It's exhausting. And you gotta raise a family.
You got it.
But you did. But you gotta do it.
I wish you the most success in the
Listen,
world.
you wishing me success. You have no clue. I wish y'all the success.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
So, you know, when y'all sitting there collecting your they're not gonna be called Grammys after a while, they'll be called something else. Y'all collecting y'all music awards, you know, just know I'm gonna be sitting there cheering for y'all.
Thank you.
Every which way, because you earned it, your work ethic shows, your talent shows, your love for it shows, and that's a lot to be said in this day and age.
Thank you.
I always say talent over appeal. That's what I believe. Now, you can be appealing, but you might not have no talent. It's talent over appeal. So I think you ladies possess both of those.
Thank you.
So, anything else y'all want to say to the people before we roll out?
Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys.
Thank you. Keep plugging it.
Yes.
Overthinking. Where can they get it at?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
There's no limit. You can go on YouTube and listen to that joint.
Y'all on YouTube?
You can go to your nearest Chinese store.
That's what I'm saying.
Soulja Boy did not do this first.
No, he didn't.
He didn't do this
Don't
first.
say that though. Y'all be in the chat and be like, yo, you got that new Verbosity?
No, literally, go to every pole in on the strip. We're gonna be on every pole.
You should.
Literally. Make sure y'all tune in, please. This is so
Yes, we over it.
powerful.
Listen, I can't wait for it to come out. Overthinking, October 6th, Verbosity. Listen, family, don't mess with these girls. These women are phenomenal what they do. Mackie Monet, Naya Iman, Breezy Lachey. I'm in love with your names. I'm in love with your talent. Let's go get it. Like let's make history, ladies.
Let's do it.
Let's make history.
Ready?
So with that being said, family, we're gonna end the show here. Of course, I always say this, you know, let's spread love, not hate. Let's spread truth, not lies. And make sure that you call someone. Maybe somebody you talked to yesterday or somebody you didn't talk to in a long time. Make sure you call them and tell them you love them. Because you never know when you might get another chance. On that time, Verbosity. On that show, you doing it. But listen, to all my babies out there, go to sleep. Don't listen to this. You be in the baby. Daddy loves you. Jimmy Bond. I'm out. Peace.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Oh,
That was so
y'all deserve it.
So
This
good.
is a pleasure.
Yes.
Y'all did so phenomenal. I see y'all everywhere. WDS. I was like, hey, they done this before.
Thank you for making us feel comfortable.
And the love feels really genuine. Like we can feel that it's
Conversation.
So we
Yeah.
appreciate it.
They really do.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
And she been up like I had. Running.
Y'all ready?
I was sleepy.
We're coming, mommy. We coming.
Yeah.